Yet again. My phone connected to a stranger's AirPods, and I heard something I wasn't supposed to. The connection happened so fast I almost didn't notice 1 second I was playing music on my phone, and the next it paused and switched to another device called Daniel's AirPods, which made no sense because I live alone and there was no one else in my apartment. At first I thought it was just a glitch, but then I heard voices faint but clear, like someone was already on a call and my phone had just joined it without permission. I froze because the voices weren't random. They were talking about a place I recognized, my street, my building, and then I heard something that made my heart drop. They mentioned my apartment number. I immediately muted my phone and just listened, trying to understand what was going on. One voice sounded calm, almost casual, while the other kept asking if the timing was right. And then the calm voice said, "She's usually alone around this time," and I swear my whole body went cold because they were talking about me. I looked around my apartment like someone might already be inside, but everything was quiet. The call continued, and then I heard footsteps through the audio, like they were walking closer, and one of them said, "Wait, I think her phone connected to me." And right after that the call went silent, my music came back on like nothing happened. But I knew what I heard wasn't normal. I didn't waste a second. I grabbed my keys, left my apartment, and sat in my car trying to figure out what to do, while my mind kept replaying those words. A few minutes later, I saw a man walk into my building looking around like he was checking something, and then he pulled out his phone, looked at it, and walked back out, like he had made a mistake. I stayed in my car until I felt safe enough to go back upstairs, and when I did, everything looked untouched, like nothing had happened. But the next morning, I checked my Bluetooth history, and the device name was gone like it had never connected at all. And that's what scared me the most, because if it was just a glitch, there would be a trace. But there wasn't anything. And now every time my phone tries to connect to a random device, I don't just ignore it anymore, because sometimes the scariest warning you get isn't loud, it's just quiet enough that you almost miss it.